Okay, so in this video we're going to talk about the last item in my Cricut bundle, and it's this, the bright pad. So you've seen some of the other videos. I bought a few Cricut devices, the Maker, the Easy Press 2, and finally this, the bright pad. As I mentioned in previous videos, got an amazing deal from Hochanda. Had to wait a really long time, but saved quite a few £100 on all this kit. So in the moment I'm going to print a sugar skull iron-on vinyl for a t-shirt for my daughter, and it's going to be some really intricate pieces in there that need to be weeding. So it's a great example to show kind of how and why you might want a bright pad. You can use this bright pad obviously for weeding. It's basically a light box, so if you're interested in tracing or any kind of fine detail, it's really handy to have some lighting from the rear. Something like a bright pad works really well. Got a few items as part of the bundle from Hochanda. So obviously the bright pad itself, an applicator and remover set. This comes in handy for kind of applying the vinyls and papers over to the bright pad, but also to the printing mats. Also a pack of pens, so obviously you can use those over to just draw on paper or whatever I'm doing here, but also for drawing with the Maker. And then finally this kind of paper crafting set, so a little bit more kind of finer crafting capabilities. So I'll move some of this stuff out of the way and then we'll unbox the bright pad and show you how it works. Right, so here we go, let's see what's inside. This is it. This is the bright pad. So not really too much to show you, it's really quite thin. Here it has a micro USB power connector, so obviously you can either plug this into a wall, into a power bank, or even your laptop or computer. Also into the side of the Cricut Maker here we have a USB connection, and then we basically have to turn it on and off and increase and decrease the brightness. It's got little rubber pads on the back to stop it slipping around, which is handy. Then we look to see what else we have in here. It's got a plastic connector here, which we'll just put to one side for a moment. The USB cable that we mentioned, which is a really good size. It's quite tricky to get out there. A nice flat one and has a 90-degree connector on the end there. I'm pretty sure there's nothing else underneath this plastic backing. No, the box is all empty. Okay, so bright pad, cable, and this little booklets. So this just talks a bit about obviously what's in the box, some tips on weeding, kind of how you can use it, basically basic stuff, and give you some inspiration on how you can use the bright pad. We have a warranty statement card and this bit of card. Not quite sure what that is. I'll have a look in the book in a moment to see if there's any lights spread upon it. But let's show you how this works. So I'll just plug it into the side of this Cricut Maker here, and then into the top, just up here. So you can see straight away the buttons have illuminated. I can turn this on, and then we have the pad here, so we can decrease the lightings. So it's got basically two settings, so dim, a bit brighter, brightest, and very bright. So it's three settings actually. Even more. Oh, okay. Let's scrap that. So this is as bright as it goes. So we got, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brightness settings, and I'll get this print to do now, and then we'll show kind of how useful it can be for weeding. Okay, so the print's finished, and I'm not quite sure how well it's going to show up on camera. Some of the small pieces started to fall apart already because it was such intricate cutting, but it's quite difficult to see kind of what bits you need to weed out. So if we put it on here, I'm still not sure how it's going to come on camera, but you can start to see a bit better the pieces that you need to kind of pull apart. So I'll show you how this works in practice. I'll just cut this into two so that it's a bit easier for me to do. Let's put that over there. Okay, so we start off by basically getting rid of the large piece all around the outside. So just put this up through here. Okay, so this can take a while, but it's actually pretty therapeutic. So now what I'm going to do is just grab a picture of what it is it's supposed to look like, just to help me with the weed itself.
You say I'm wrong, but I think I need it. You think that reason can make me stay? Just wanna feel me, just feel me breathing.
Okay, so I'm just nearing the end of this one now. It's been a bit tricky actually. This isn't, it's probably one of the more complex weeding I've done, but this definitely has helped make it a little bit easier. But I guess there's not really loads to say about this, right? It's basically a pad that lights up to make things easier for weeding, tracing, and I guess if you also are interested in videos, then you can use it to light your scene a little bit as well. But that's it. I will show you a little picture to show you what the t-shirt ended up looking like, which obviously I cut this with the Cricut maker, and I will iron it down with the Cricut Easy Press 2. Thanks for watching this video. A thumbs up would be really appreciated. If you're interested in other geek type videos, please consider subscribing to Spectrum Geeks. Why not also follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. And before you leave, why don't you check out one of these other videos that may be of interest. Thanks again for watching.